Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Here is a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome.
Morning. Happy Monday to you.
I just, bring it down a couple of notches.
You have a hangover?
No, I got a dawn headache.
Because I came in and it's like, I told you, it's time to get back doing what we do. So we got Rise Vision up. We got new artists that came in this morning. We've got new pictures, new artwork, some new microphones we're resetting, some new tables to put together. Busy way to start the new year. Happy Monday to you. I warned him this morning on the way in. I was like,
let me ask you a question, Batman. Did you order the furniture for in here?
No.
All right, so you have everything in total chaos. So out there, we're going to need 4 seats, total chaos. In here, we don't have enough sofa, total chaos. Now you're going to have 3 tables, which I still don't know where you're putting.
One on each side of the sofa.
But we only have 1 sofa.
We're going to have 2. But I need to order them. I need to measure the height. I need Darian's help. We need to do the logistics of all of this.
So let's talk reality.
Let's talk Happy Monday first.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everyone. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio B. Let us know how your New Year's, your weekend, snowstorm up in the Northeast. Washington, D.C. has about 10 inches of snow. Snow day. My daughter is out on a snow day. She was out early yesterday in the airplane, so the big winter storm is coming down. It's going to be 40 degrees here on Wednesday, which I guess, I don't know if that's good or not.
What do you do with 40-degree weather?
Me and Heather? Heather and I are going to walk around a blanket. Other than that, I don't know what anyone else is going to do.
Don't turn
frail and fragile.
And don't turn the air down.
Wednesday might not have AC in here.
Did you turn it down today?
Yes.
Why?
Because don't you ever walk in and you just feel like stagnant? I don't like stagnant air. Just saying.
That's why I leave the door open now, because I knew she was going to say stagnant air.
So I turn the air down, yes. Don't you feel like you just need things to move? Movement.
Yeah.
Right? There's just a feel of energy
Are
when
you
you walk
going
into
to
a building.
entertain her with a yeah?
Miriam, yes.
No, I just agree. I agree.
Stick a fan in the ceiling.
Hence the fan. Maybe it's like the noise or the air
I'm going to get you a hat with a propeller on it.
I was wondering why you didn't turn the air on when I came in this morning.
Because it's freaking cold.
It just feels like you just got to move. So that's what's happening with the snowstorm, and we're in sunny South Florida, and it's going to be 40 degrees here.
We should have you on a green screen going, la.
That's always been a bucket list for me. You know it was. I know. I've always wanted to do the weather. What's that have to do with anything?
With the screen, you're too. It's like this shot right now.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. Tell me what's wrong with it.
You're slouching?
I'm not slouching. I'm sitting.
Look how much better it is if you sit.
This is me. What do you want me to do? Stand on a stick? This is me sitting.
Well, this is temporary. We're going to be getting...
No, this is
Listen,
too
you did
long.
the morning show on this for months out there in the other theater. It's the same thing.
It was a different camera angle. They should... You see, the problem is I didn't have that in the background.
We had a green
So
screen.
it doesn't work.
We're going to be moving that anyway, too. A lot of things to move.
Let's get some cinder blocks and put the sofa up on cinder blocks.
We could do that, too.
You need a ladder to climb on top
They
of the
call
sofa.
that Puerto Rican sofa.
I knew you were going to say that.
But it's true. That's what we had.
Lots
Cinder
of things
blocks.
to do. I went to my cousin's last night. You know how you always say to me, you can't fix that S word?
No.
You know that S word that you hate?
Yes.
So
Can't
he
fix
said
stupid.
something about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, you sound just like my partner. He's like, you can't. When you got it, you just can't fix it. So
Why would you
bring that up?
bring me up in
Because
that
I've
conversation?
never heard, it must be a New York thing. He's from New Jersey. I've never heard anyone say that.
Caveman says it all the time.
You ever heard that expression, you can't fix?
Stupid.
Stupid? Yes.
You have?
I've used it several
100 times.
Did you get it from him?
No.
I get it
I
from
heard him
my
say it.
my parents.
Are your parents from New York?
No, they're from Jersey.
Okay.
Or-
There you go.
But I heard
Northeast.
him. I heard him talking to somebody, and something happened, and he said it. He said on his birthday, you just can't fix stupid.
I was cracking up. I had never heard that before. I don't ever really refer to anyone as that. So when I heard that, I'm like,
No, that's not a reference.
It's not referring
it's
to
not?
something. It's just
Somebody
it's just,
being stupid.
It's just someone doing something that you think is like.
Exactly.
Why are you doing that?
That's
It's just, you just don't. It's just. Yeah, that's really it.
wow, that would be like our theme song here. That would be like our motto then.
I'm gonna
Can't fix
AI.
stupid.
I'm gonna AI a song. Can't fix stupid.
That would be our motto of the
The irony
studio
of
lately.
using an AI to do that. It's gonna be.
The irony. I like that he's reading more and more. He's like a professor now. I have intellectual conversations with him.
That's one of my new goals is to read a chapter a day in a book.
That's a good goal.
I
Yeah.
started that this morning.
It's funny.
Really?
I haven't read the chapter yet. I've got all day to get through it.
Well, I'm up to a sentence a day.
My goal is, but Chelsea bought me the third Gilmore biography, who was the mom in the Gilmore Girls. So I'm like, all right, I started reading it yesterday. I'm like, all right, I can do this. I read 3 chapters. So my new goal is to read a chapter a day, which means I might not watch any TV, which is okay. And
Oh,
try
you
to
gotta
read a
watch
chapter a day.
something.
I don't know how you manage it all.
I'm gonna tell you something. I watched a great movie over the weekend. Do you read a lot?
Yeah, I do.
You do. You look like a reader.
Yeah, I actually have a bookshelf in my room, so
Yeah, actually, so do I, but I don't have no books.
no, I read them. Like I
You have
really.
books on the shelf,
Yeah,
and you read them over and over again.
yeah.
I can't stand them. Why don't you get rid of them and get new
What
books?
do you like to read?
I like to read like fantasy. Sometimes I read like romance, but mostly fantasy. Yeah.
Romance and fantasy. How old are you?
16.
My God, it's like heartbreak.
But I'll
all
read
over
like
you.
anything. Like I don't
You
like.
gotta grow out of it. Like.
Is it like a whole series? You like the whole series, like the Harry Potter series? And I think there's
I'm
a
not
whole
super
new
into
series
Harry
out.
Potter, and I don't really like series a
I don't
lot.
like
Like
it
mostly
either. I
like
think Harry Potter is a
standalones.
waste.
Standalone.
But like I'll read like anything, like a memoir. I'll read like this. I'll read like anything that's
A
interesting.
memoir. What does that mean?
So I'm reading Kelly Bishop's memoir, and it's all about her dream to be who she is and the things she overcame in life. So
Who's Helly Bishop?
Kelly Bishop, she's the mother from Gilmore Girls. She was in the original chorus line, which I had no idea. I don't think I ever saw the original chorus line. And all the things that people go through. So the memoir's like I can kind of relate to that,
Yeah.
right? What people go through.
Yeah, and it's like interesting to get that perspective and stuff, especially if it's an interesting like story they have to tell. So, yeah.
Probably all stories are. What do you like to read, Heather?
I'm getting into reading. I've never actually been a reader, but I enjoy a lot of like self-improvement, self-help books mainly, but I'm starting to get into fiction like mystery, romance mystery, that kind of thing.
What do you think about self-help books? You ever
Garbage.
read those?
No, I think they're great.
I
they
think it's just someone trying to make a quick buck on a book.
What have you learned in the self-help book
That's
that you've
just me.
actually stuck with?
Well, so I read this one book, and it's all about self-sabotage. And
Oh.
we all have self-sabotaging behaviors, and you don't even realize it sometimes. So from that book, I kind of was able to pinpoint my self-sabotaging behaviors, and I'm slowly working on them. It's not like overnight you can fix it, but it's definitely made me more self-aware in that regard.
What's your self-sabotage? What do you think?
She gets in her head.
That's a good one. I do tend to procrastinate. Not like
Procrastinate, she said?
yeah, with lots of
Great point.
things, whether that's school, work, personal things. So
I think you're a heavy thinker, and thinking makes you walk through mud. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm a heavy thinker. I am.
See, that's one of the reasons that you have to be careful when you read.
You don't want to overthink because don't think
You
about
don't
it.
wanna-
look
you
at
don't wanna
what-
put too much knowledge.
like,
Well,
don't
look
read.
at no, but look at what she's reading. She's reading things that point towards more sluggishness.
But I'm all about like self-improvement, so that's why I love reading those types of books.
But you feel like if other people are just giving you their impression on self-improvement. Maybe you know how to self-improve.
Oh, 100%. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna read this book and it's gonna change my life. I like to hear from different perspectives and viewpoints.
Views, yeah.
Hearing from other people's experiences is really beneficial to hear from. 'Cause it's like, oh, I'm not alone in this. Oh, this has also happened to you. How did you fix it? How did you go through it? Maybe I can do the same.
If somebody told you that laughter is the best medicine to self-improvement, will you agree with that or disagree with that?
I think laughter is very important. I mean,
So would you read comics and laughter and jokes and things of that nature?
I don't really like comics, but I do like comedy movies.
Okay. You think laughter is important?
Yeah, I definitely think
Think
so.
Are
about
you
it,
a funny person?
I mean, I don't know if I'm like funny, but I'm around like funny people. I like being around funny people.
So
I
how
like
do you
to
know
laugh.
they're funny and you're not?
I don't know.
Do they make you laugh consistently?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they-
like anything will make me laugh. Honestly, I
Say
like
something and
laughing.
You just die.
You just like laughing?
Yeah.
Do you think you're a funny person? Do you make people laugh as well as they making you laugh?
I think I make people laugh.
You do? So
Yeah.
you're funny. You're a comedian.
Comedian. I think comedian's a little bit much, but I mean, I think I'm funny like from time to time, but I like laughing.
Caveman, are you a funny person?
Am I?
What is that? I don't
He
know.
laughs a lot.
It's hard for somebody to say. Like, I think you need to hear from other people who are around you to say, "Oh yeah, you're funny," you know? Because like
Well,
I can think I'm funny, but like
But you know more or less
Not
if
my
you have a
mom.
funny personality.
yeah.
Like Mona Lisa's personality, her look is funny.
Yeah,
To
I'm
me.
funny. Sorry,
You
I'm
are
funny.
Her look is funny.
You're funny.
I'm very funny.
Wait, did you just call me funny looking?
No,
You did?
funny.
Kidding.
I
I'm
said,
kidding.
Your look is very.
I didn't say funny looking. I said looking funny.
Okay.
looking funny.
She has a funny look about her. Like she's very still, and then she's laughing.
I think she's more complex than we realize.
This one,
Yeah.
I tell you, even the crayons get confused. You're funny.
Me? No.
Yeah.
I just make you crazy.
No, you're funny. You're funny. And then you laugh within your own laughter. I've never quite met anybody who laughs
your own
within their
jokes?
own. It's more than that. It's that she'll think
definitely
it,
do
then deliver it, and still be laughing on both
Oh,
aspects.
I do that.
You do that too?
Yeah, I do that. Like, I won't even like get the joke out or what I'm trying to say, 'cause I'll just start laughing.
That only happens with intelligent people.
Because you can't fix
True.
stupid.
See? So she laughed before she delivered that joke. She's
You're right,
laughing,
she did.
and then she delivered it, and then she really laughed.
You just can't fix stupid.
You can't fix stupid, but you should.
Is that the name of today's show? You just can't fix stupid. So I was thinking of you. We were out for dinner, and like, yep, that's what he says.
No, think of me when you're out for dinner
When
or
people say,
stupid.
yeah.
Don't think.
What the hell's the matter with
I
you?
can't even, like the
What are you
things,
thinking about me for?
like things that conjure up somebody else in your head. That when they said you can't fix stupid, that's what made me think.
So
of
the
you.
word stupid came up, and you thought of me.
No, you just can't fix stupid. It was like talking about relationships and friendships and all that stuff.
Friendships are stupid.
Sometimes friendships are like ridiculous.
Why?
Because ever outgrow a friendship?
Yeah.
You have.
Whoa,
You're
wait a
young.
minute. How the hell do you outgrow a friendship? What
Like
does that mean?
sometimes, like you can be friends with somebody,
Yeah.
but like over time, you guys just kind of develop your own lives and just kind
Yep.
of go your separate ways. Like
And-
no, like anything.
Hold
like
your mic
beef or anything.
still.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like you
But
guys.
friendships aren't based on togetherness. They're based on friendship.
True. I mean, I guess so. But like,
Camaraderie. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, but
Camaraderie.
the things you,
You
were
can
looking
outgrow
for
people.
in friendships change.
yeah, people
Why are
grow.
you looking
and
for anything? Why do you put expectations on a friendship?
Because
I like friends because we're friends. I
what
don't
are you friends
expect-
based on, though?
I'm nothing. We're friends. You
Based
and I
on
will always be friends.
commonalities?
No, you
Or
and me have nothing in
non-commonality?
common. Nothing.
We have the studio in common.
I like mess. You like clean.
I know how you and I have bipolar opposites of life, but yet we do it. But how'd you outgrow your friend? You're young to outgrow a friend.
I mean, I don't think so. I feel like that's like a normal experience other people have definitely gone through. It's not like it's not like we had like anything, like we had stuff in common and stuff. We were good friends. It's just like people kind of go their separate ways. Sometimes you make new friends or stuff like that. It's not like I don't like this person anymore. It's just we're in different pinpoints in our life, I guess.
Do you
now.
know what the word taboo means?
Yeah.
You guys know what taboo means?
Yeah.
So there are taboos to friendship because sometimes the people that you are friends with are at a different intellectual level than you.
Well, how honest can you actually be with a friend?
Well, wait a minute. Are you going to tell them that they're
So that's
below?
the taboo thing.
Yes.
Do you actually?
But do you tell them?
Well, it depends. Can you tell all of your friends everything? Or do you have any friends that you tell everything to?
Not like everything, but like there's some few friends who like I confide in, like especially.
But do you have friends that are your level of intellect?
Yeah,
And do you have friends that are above your level of intellect?
I think so. Yeah.
And don't think, you have to know because it's important. Because these are friends. Sometimes when you're friends with people with low intellect, that's not a friendship, that's more of an association.
How can you measure someone's intellect?
Because you can tell right away.
'Cause
When
you
I
can't
was
fix
going out-
stupid. Now why?
When I was going out with the kids on DeKalb Avenue, and I'm not saying that they were stupid, they were just a different, they were a different viewpoint, you know, and I could see it. And having conversations with them was a notch downwards, and I was past that already. And it became a
outgrew them.
problem. I didn't outgrow them, I just had to learn how to swivel. So one day I'm here, and then up there I'm here, and
How about you? Ever outgrow a friendship?
I mean, yeah. But mostly, I mean, at least a couple were like from when you transition from like middle school to high school, and like you kind of just like stop communicating, and then when you try to.
Well, why
it
did
just
you
doesn't
stop?
fit. Well, cause my middle school, they moved to a different high school, and so we kind of just fell out of communication after a while. Then whenever we would try to meet up again, it just didn't really click anymore, I guess.
Heather, how
That's
about
it.
you? I think it's different for girls and guys. I think guys can sustain friendships longer even if you outgrow them because you can go, oh, let's go have a beer, or let's talk football, or let's talk at the baseball game. You kind of have that
you
commonality.
know, you always make a reference to, let's go have a beer. Guys, it's not like that.
Or you like talking sports. Girls, if there's like nothing similar to talk about, you're kind of just done. I don't know, Heather, what do you think?
No, I agree with that, and I've definitely,
We're
definitely
brutal. We are.
outgrown friendships. I think it just really comes down to you don't have much in common anymore, and you're just at like, I don't know who said it, but you're at different parts in your life.
You feel you're at the crossroads of your life?
100%. I'm kind of in the process of outgrowing friends, and it's hard to recognize that, especially when you've been friends with them for so long. You're like, this doesn't work anymore.
Well, you have different wants in your life.
I think Heather's at this like pinnacle right here, and she's ready to just like go.
Heather
And
makes
it
me
depends where
itch.
she's going to go.
Yeah.
I feel like I have
I feel like we're
hives.
keeping her in this cage here, and I don't want her to. I want her to like do
I'm
what
not-
she wants and explore.
I'm
and
not keeping her in a cage. If anything, it's just the opposite. But the thing is, you can't peak too soon because sometimes you end up biting more than you can chew, and then you get overwhelmed.
like,
And when you're dealing with somebody with
hello.
in their head all the time, you have to be gentle with it. And then when it happens, and then let it go.
Like this morning at 9 o'clock. How many things have I done today?
You know, you talk a mean game 10 years later.
And then at
When
2
I
o'clock,
first
I've
met you, you
exhausted
were like a
myself.
mouse. You were afraid to let go.
I know.
And you waited 4 years before you made your decision.
You've outgrown friends. I don't have very many friends. Not
I
that
don't
I've
have
outgrown them,
friends.
or we've just
Well, my friends
changed.
died.
Everyone's. That's
my
so
gosh.
sad.
It's true.
No.
Okay.
Well, we got to get you on Bumble
We need
BFF.
some friends.
I'll go dig them up.
We're gonna get you on. We can
Bumble
set up
BFF.
We
What?
can get you on Bumble
It's-
FF.
What is a BFF? What does that stand
Best
for?
friend forever.
Is that what it means?
Yes.
Yes.
I always thought it was something else. You know I know.
Anyone want to be Freddie's BFF? Write into the show.
No,
I bet
no.
Charlotte will
No.
be your BFF. I am sure
No,
she'll
no,
write
don't do
in.
that. Because my
Why?
BFF standards are very high.
Why?
As they
That's
should be.
judgmental.
Maybe they can meet it. You don't know.
Your standards should be
Listen,
high.
I'm a very difficult person to get along with.
You're a
Because
little
my
moody.
sense of humor is not the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
You guys hide behind truth. I say it. And you get mad at me for saying it.
Honesty
Seriously.
is the best policy.
No,
Yeah,
not
but
in
it's
my
his
world.
delivery sometimes like a hammer.
I'm a hammer. They call me the hammer.
right? And then you get all fussy. I don't know.
I have a friend like that. She's like brutally honest, and she doesn't really sugarcoat it. And then it's like, girl, was that? I don't know what you meant by that one. Was it like trying to be offensive, nice? I can't tell, but she
like
always
her.
means well. I know her. We're best. We're best.
I like her. I want to meet her.
Okay.
I want a BFF. Urgh.
Or does your girlfriend become your BFF?
Hmm?
Does your girlfriend become your BFF?
No.
No. Still the guys?
No. I don't really say. I can't really say I have a best friend at this point.
Your girlfriend is your best friend. Dummy.
You like-
Dummy. Hello, you can't fix
I'd
what?
Say, I'd say a girlfriend is beyond a best friend at that
Or
point.
beyond. That's
Like,
good.
it's
Good,
like a
good
best
rebound.
friend is like, I don't know.
You're a good rebounder. Very nice.
Always.
Nicely done.
Nice
Nice,
save.
nicely played there.
But did
Shakespeare.
you outgrew your relationships? It's like outgrowing a friendship.
I didn't outgrow my relationship. You keep saying that. It's like you don't outgrow underwear.
Did you outgrow your ex-wives?
You can't.
Outgrow? No, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe they would say the same about me.
Yeah, I'm saying that. I mean, how it's a two-way street.
Ex-wives are different. That's a whole different kettle of fish. That's about getting into a relationship and having all these promises that just didn't work out. And I'm as much to blame as they are. It's just two people that
Mutual thing.
didn't see eye to eye. It's no big deal.
So yesterday I went to. Anyone been to Mount's Botanical Gardens?
Mm-mm.
Where's that?
No, I'm not.
That's a. Here's the crazy thing. Okay, this is Dawn. Don't ever have me drive and get a sense of direction.
No, just driving, you had me there.
It's just not a good
Stop the
thing.
driving.
So Chelsea had a 7. We had to leave for the airport at 7:20. She had a 9 o'clock flight up in West Palm Beach. So she was at the airport by 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh, let's do something fun. Let's look for like a farmer's market. Let's look for an art show. Nothing there. Chuck finds some farmer's market that's really a grocery store. I'm like, this isn't
A
thing.
grocery store?
Yeah, it's like a
The
farmer's.
Chuckster finds a grocery store.
I'm like, this isn't
That's
going to
like-
work. And as we're driving, I see the sign that says Botanical Garden. I'm like, okay, let's look. It's Mount's Botanical Garden
On West Palm Beach?
in West Palm Beach.
Yeah, I've been there.
They opened at 9. It was 8.
There's nothing there.
It was beautiful. 16 acres of beautiful foliage.
You saw all 16 acres, right?
Yes. It was amazing. It was beautiful. So I'm driving around, but now you have an hour left to figure out what you're going to do between 8 and 9 on a Sunday morning. So I'm looking for a Dunkin' Donuts. So I talked to my car looking for a Dunkin' Donuts.
Wait a minute. Why a Dunkin' Donuts?
I needed coffee. I had an hour before
Well, why
Mount's
didn't you
open.
just go get breakfast?
Because I'm on this intermittent fasting thing and I'm not eating until a certain time of day. So eating at 8 a.m. was not an option for me. So I needed coffee.
Let me get this right. You put your clock, you put your body on a time
I
clock.
can't eat now for like another hour, and then I'm good to eat for today. Yes. So I've been skipping breakfast, doing this intermittent fasting thing.
Well, you shouldn't skip breakfast because that's the furnace. What
I
you
know.
should be skipping is lunch and having an early dinner.
Okay, that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is I talk to my car,
And why
and I
were you
asked,
looking for Dunkin' Donuts?
because I needed coffee, so I asked my car to find me a Dunkin' Donuts.
The
Now it
bodega
says-
has a coffee in it.
Now it says there's a Dunkin', like here's Mount's, and it shows me on the map across the street. But no, do I pay attention? No, I get in the car and I start driving. I head down Military, and you know what's on the right-hand side?
Where?
Doe Vegan.
Yeah, go vegan.
Yes.
That's the left-hand side. Otherwise, you'd be heading south.
Okay, that's the way I was going.
You're heading south?
Okay, that's where I was going.
You're heading south.
I don't know.
So
All
you
I
don't know.
know is
I don't know where I
leave-
was,
pull
but
out-
I got there. I got
Do you know how far west you were? You're nowhere near the airport.
Yes, the airport's on the other side.
Yes, on the other side, east. You've gotten
Across
so
the
far
street. No,
west.
it's all Military. So Mount's Botanical Gardens is on Military. I leave. Next thing I know, I'm at Dope Vegan.
You're by Freddie's house.
I was going to go say hi to Freddie because I knew he was 20 minutes the other way.
Yeah.
I have to. Next thing I know, I'm heading towards 95, looking for a Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, this is not right. And Chuck is not helping me at all. So I pull over. I ask my car again to find a Dunkin' Donuts near me. It was across the street from Mount's Botanical.
Yes.
Anyway, it was lovely there. I don't understand though. There's this beautiful, serene botanical garden, and it's in the flight path of Palm Beach Airport.
Yeah. Is that land?
That's craziness.
That's
Because
not
just
crazy,
when
man.
you're in serene, picturesque meditation, zoom, you got the airplane flying over you.
You ever look at Plains Land?
All day
And
long
take
you could
off.
from there.
They're beautiful.
So that was my morning yesterday.
That's a certain beauty.
It was beautiful. Mount Botanical
I don't
Garden
know
was
if you went to
beautiful.
see planes or you really went to see the gardens.
I went to see the gardens. Planes were there too.
How long were you at the gardens?
An hour and a half.
That is boring. You ever got,
And she said to me, it takes about an hour and a half to walk it. And I'm thinking, there's
who
no
said
way.
to you?
With a woman when you buy the ticket to get there. And I'm like, there's no way Chuck and I are
So
going to
you
walk
walked
through
it
this
for an
garden
hour and a half with Chuck?
Next thing I knew, we left at 10:30, yes.
You walked for an hour and a half?
9 to 10:30, yes. And then we went and got breakfast, lunch. And that was my day yesterday.
Were you just walking? Or are you guys taking pictures too? Like, what?
No, I don't do the whole social media thing because that would mean no.
So what do
just
you
walking.
walk for? What do you do? You see a caterpillar? You wave
You
at it?
look
What
at
do
the
you do?
butterfly garden.
It's just
You
taking in the moment.
just take
you know?
it right there. It's the beautiful
Taking in the
Buddha.
moment?
I'll show you some. I did take some pictures. by the way.
There's a
Appreciating
Buddha?
nature.
There's Buddha, nature, the plants, a vegetable garden, butterfly garden. Really beautiful grounds.
I gotta
Just
tell you,
taking in life.
I lived across the
Living
street.
life, right?
I lived across the street from the Bronx Botanical Garden
Ooh, nice.
in the Bronx. I lived there for 11 years. I went there every time to go.
It's be a good date place.
No, it's not.
Yes.
It is so freaking
Loaded
boring.
with
It's got to be
cigarette
so
butts.
romantic.
It is not romantic. It is boring.
It
It's
was
boring.
full
And
of
the
cigarette
entrance
butts.
to it is awkward and it's boring. What was nice is the cloisters, because they have like makeout places.
So I get there and I'm in the parking lot. And of course, you know me, I talk to everybody. There's another car that pulls up. There's other crazy people that are there at 9 o'clock in the morning, like me on a Sunday. And they start taking out things out of their car. There's an easel and there's a basket and a bucket and all kinds of things.
They're painters.
So I say, are you here to paint? And they're like, no, the painters come later. We do sound healing.
Oh, with the bowls.
So
Oh,
I'm going to bring them in. We'll do a
I
whole
have
sound
one of
healing
those.
session. You do?
Like the metal bowls that they bang and then they mix the nice frequency.
Yeah.
You talking about? Yeah, I have one of those. It's
You have a
amazing.
bowl. So why don't you bring it in and do some frequency healing?
Okay, I don't know how to do frequency healing, but I can just.
You just hit the bowl,
I
and
can
then
hit
you
for
just
sure.
take it
Do
in.
you meditate?
No,
So how do you know this?
I just do.
You just do?
Take in the
What are you,
moment.
Michael Jordan? You just do?
We got to talk about all that stuff. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, let's talk about what's going on in the
About
news.
Michael Jordan?
Sport, not Michael Jordan. Sports, Golden Globes, clothes,
Oh, you saw that?
all that
And the
stuff.
Golden Globe?
Some more to come on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back.
This is News in 60 with Alan Edwards.
Disgraced former Congressman George Santos has requested that a judge delay his sentencing in his federal fraud case.
Santos is currently set to be sentenced on February 7th in Central Islip, New York, following his guilty plea to charges of federal fraud, campaign finance violations, and embezzlement.
The judge overseeing Donald Trump's New York criminal hush money case has indicated plans to issue an unconditional discharge as a sentence, citing respect for the presidential immunity doctrine. Secretary of State Antony Blinken began what is expected to be his final international trip in office this weekend, with visits planned to South Korea, Japan, and France.
The State Department announced that Blinken's travels to Seoul, Tokyo, and Paris commenced on Sunday.
The Los Angeles County District Attorney recently met with relatives of the Menendez brothers, but stated he is still reviewing the facts of the case and has not yet decided whether to support their bid for release.
He pledged to reevaluate the Menendez case thoroughly.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Libre más pelo. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years, doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome back.
All right, so I got to ask you. First, I have to congratulate you for the Jets winning yesterday against the Dolphins. That was big news. But here's what I don't understand. I mean, I know neither one of them are going to the playoffs. Why is that not good? Doesn't that make you happy?
No.
Why?
Because the Jets, before they started yesterday, were picking 5th in the draft, and now they're picking 7th.
So the Dolphins are picking what?
They're stuck at 13 no matter what.
So Aaron Rodgers in or out?
He's out.
He's leaving.
I don't know if he's leaving or they don't want him back, but he's not going to be the quarterback.
And then Tyreek Hill. See, that's what I don't understand. Tyreek Hill's making all this money. They lose, and he's like, I'm out. This is no good for me. Same thing with Jimmy Butler. What the heck? Here you are, these icons. This is my opinion. I'm making millions and millions and millions. What's he making? $50 million a year, Jimmy Butler? And he's like, says these disparaging things, and he's leaving the Heat.
He challenged the coach to a fight.
But I feel like they're making a ton of money.
They don't care about the money
You've
anymore.
got kids looking up to you, right? You are like the mecca, the icon of what our youth are looking up to in sports. And then you do something like that makes national news. If you have a riff or a beef, keep it in private. Like, why does that have to be publicly put out there? I just feel like it tarnishes what you should be emulating for.
You've never dealt with professional athletes.
No, but that's my issue, just saying.
See, the thing is, the professional athletes are not just normal people.
Why?
These are people that play in front of 50, 60, 75, 80,000 people, and they hear their name. And they grow bigger than the game. So these guys want the ball. They want it their way. They want to be what they want to be. So that if they sit you down, they go, why am I sitting down? I shouldn't be sitting down. I'm the man, the myth, and the legend.
I just feel like we've got all these kids that are looking up to, like the Barbie movie. You can be anything. And here you are at the peak, the pinnacle, making all this money, which is ridiculous in itself, that anyone's making $50 million a year to play basketball. And then you do something like this, and what are you showing our youth? What are you saying? It's okay to make this much money and not be grateful?
Well, let me ask you a question. When LeBron James, when the Magic Three, Wade, LeBron, and the other guy were here in Miami, and you were the envy of the basketball world, the envy, and you were winning, you didn't say 2 words. You didn't say a damn thing about
so they lose,
that.
and that's like, to me, it's like sour grapes, like
Right.
Tyreek Hill. So you lose, and not,
Yeah,
oh,
but
so
now
sorry.
Tyreek Hill wants to play for a winner because he's come to the realization that he's 1 year older, 1 year closer to retirement, and he's no closer with Miami to win a Super Bowl.
But can't you wait until after the season?
That's not the way it works.
Why?
It doesn't work that way because he has a contract, I think, for 5 years. So Tyreek Hill ain't going no place unless the Dolphins decide he's being traded. So you become abusive. What's that word you used the other way? What you call me?
Manipulative?
No.
Oh, disruptive?
Disruptive.
A disruptive?
So you become
disruptor?
disruptive, and then you get shipped out because they want you the hell out of there because you're being disruptive.
I don't know. I just think
It's
it's
a
not right.
psychological
I just think
ploy.
it's not right. And to do it on the day that you, to me, it's like, right, so your kids, you got Little League, and you ever have a team that didn't win the game?
Of course, I had a team that lost almost 100 games.
So
one year.
do you tell them it's okay to pout and to be nasty and do wrong things? No, it's like, suck it up. You did the best
No.
you could, and you keep going.
No, what I did was I watched the attitude during the losing, and I got rid of half the team that I knew I could not grow with because they're powders.
That's what I'm saying.
But Tyreek Hill is going to get his wish. He's going to get traded to a team that's so free. He may get traded to the Jets. If you really want to punish him.
Watch, you're going to watch this show, and you're going to rewind it and go, they predicted he would got traded to the Jets.
But I think what was more insulting in sports is that they got rid of the coach from the New England Patriots after 1 season and absolutely no players. They had no players. So they won 4 games. What did you, that he won 4 games? I'm amazed.
See, I just feel like
And
our
they
youth
beat
is
the
having
Bills.
such a hard time getting to where they need to get to. The COVID generation, the phones, the social media. You can't be on social media, and it's so hard to make friends and to do what you need to do. And you look up to these sports players, and I know this is me overthinking. You look up to these sports players,
got a
and they're like
woman's mentality
pouting.
towards sports.
They're pouting at the end of a game because they lost.
This is big business, Dawn. So if I am Tariq Hill, right?
J-Lo would never do that.
J-Lo has done that,
J-Lo
but she's
would
done it a different way. She's done it a different way. She's done it a different way.
You can't.
She's done it a
Music
different
divas are a whole other
J-Lo
thing.
wrote music about abusive behavior because she was a victim of that. And it's just different ways. Tyreek Hill has an image. And his image, he's not a good commentator outside of the game. If you see his commercials and stuff, they're not very good. That isn't him. So he has to take this image and make more money on the outside. Nobody's going to want somebody that's not on a winning team. Look at the Detroit Lions last night. You want to watch football at high speed? Watch that team. Watch the Vikings. Kansas City is a different animal. They're not even at that
So
speed.
they just didn't have to win last night. They
Who?
could Kansas City because they're already in.
Yeah, they're already in. They didn't play anybody. That's okay. You don't want to lose 35 to nothing either. That was stupid. But you know what? He knows what he's doing. All respect to Kansas City. But they have changed. They have evolved in the game where they are now good at what they do. They're not fast at what they do anymore. But if you look at Detroit, you look at Minnesota, you look at those teams that are going to the playoffs, they are fast. And fast, they got linebackers now that run faster than receivers. It's just craziness.
I just find the whole thing interesting.
It's business.
You guys like sports?
No, not really.
I
No
like
sports?
soccer.
What?
Football, real football.
Real football? No, honey. American football is real football. That soccer thing is like kicking a coconut around.
No.
I can't agree with
What's
that.
the name of the show that was all about soccer in England? You know who I mean.
Yeah, the one you made me watch.
Yes.
That was hilarious.
I think it's coming back.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
Ted
Part
my
Lasso.
dad's
two.
seen that. I
You
heard
seen
was
it?
good.
That's a good show.
My dad has seen it, but I've heard it was good.
You didn't watch it?
Ted Lasso.
I might.
You love
Lasso.
soccer, but you don't watch Ted Lasso.
I don't really know.
It's all about the lessons of life, not
Okay.
the game.
Did you watch it?
Believe, have faith.
I went to Tampa for Thanksgiving, and for 3 days I binge watched it because that's what my son wanted me to do.
It was good though, right?
It was good. It's very good.
I've heard many good things. Maybe I'll watch it.
Now, what I saw over the weekend is Inside the Heart of the Sea from Ron Howard, director. Do you know who Ron Howard is?
Yes.
Ron Howard, no? Happy Days,
Opie.
The Fonz, ew, Opie, One Canopy, Opie.
Yep.
Ron Howard is an excellent director. So I decided to watch this because it said the #1 film being watched over the weekend was that. So it's about the tale of Moby Dick. Do you know the book Moby Dick? Have you read it?
Yep.
Have you read it?
Never read it, but I know about it.
Okay. Moby Dick, fiction or nonfiction?
Good question.
Or the answer is going to be even better.
It's not really. I wouldn't say it's nonfiction. Like there are like that. They did do that. They did hunt whales and stuff. But like.
Okay. Forget about the whales for a second. Something happened.
The Captain Ahab is not a real person.
Something happened on that trip that book was based on. Something was left out of the book to make it fiction. It is nonfiction in real life. It's a 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, 5-dimensional book. And something happened. There's a secret. And the reason that this movie was such a heyday in its day is if you see the movie, you will know the real deal behind the writing of Moby Dick.
Was it good?
Oh my God.
Was it streaming or you went to the movies?
I streamed it.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you something. If you like reading and you like stories, the twist on Moby Dick, if you go through it, you'll find out at the end the real story of Moby Dick. Now I want to read the book because now I want to compare truth versus the version that was put out.
One chapter a day. You can hit set goals like me.
No, I can't do that.
What?
You
'Cause I
can't
don't
do
have the
that?
patience for that.
I think if you really like it, you'll do it.
I mean, I
I
take
don't want to talk about the book, but I don't want to spoil it for Freddie. No.
What, the Moby Dick?
Yeah, I don't want.
No, I want to see it. I want to read it. But I'm intrigued because
I'd
I
rather
know.
you read it first and then we talk about it.
But because I know.
Challenge, accept
No,
it.
I
accept
know,
it.
I know, I accept it.
Okay.
But the version that was put out, I did not know was fiction. But the reason it's fiction is because something happened that is not in the book. And if you see the movie, you'll see
So
what
you
I'm
want to
talking
compare
about.
the movie to the book?
You have to, because according to Ron Howard, if you see the interview, the research was done, and the reason why the book came out the way it did. And that's all. I'm gonna leave it there. If you see the movie, check out the movie, and then you and I will talk. Or I'll read the book, and then you and I will talk. It is amazing. That book is amazing for a lot of different reasons. And I don't believe that mammals should be hunted. I don't believe that whales should be hunted like dolphins. They're mammals. You know, they have breastises like mammals. They have all that.
Breastises.
Well, that's one of the reasons they're a mammal. You gotta have them.
Mammals
Do you
have
think
hair.
that's a real word?
Breastises? Puerto Rican word, baby.
That's crazy.
You say it with such a straight
Well,
face.
what is one breast?
A breast.
What is two breasts?
Breasts.
What is three breasts?
Breast.
Breastises.
Plural.
Plural.
What has
How do you
three?
say?
He's just gonna keep adding s for every breast. So
Breastises.
You just can't. Oh, wow. All right. Ready to
never
wrap
forgot
this
that
up?
one
Is there
scene in Total
something wrong with
Recall.
their breastises now?
It's just not
The
a
word?
word.
It is a word. Oh, you know all the words you use are all real.
No.
Well, you see, I don't call you out.
Now, Freddie saw that one scene in Total Recall, and he just stuck with
Remember
it.
that?
Yes, I remember that.
It's amazing how of all the things in that movie, that's what you remember.
Wow.
Do you know what he's talking about?
No.
Do you know what he's talking about?
No. It
Mona
must be-
Lisa, you
must
know what
be
he's
the word
talking about?
breastises.
Well, it's a reference to the word breastises.
Again, well, how guys have commonalities through film and sports.
But it's
just
a
like weaves.
famous part of the movie, Total Recall, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember that?
You know what today is?
His birthday?
January 6th.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, today's the day of the rebellion, or whatever the hell they call that. What do we call today?
Insurrection.
What? Indirection.
Insurrection.
I don't even know what that word means. What does insurrection mean?
She's laughing. Breastises.
It means breast assist?
No, it does not.
Well, what does insurrection mean, honestly?
Should we look it up?
No, I want your definition. Don't look it up. What do you think it means? No, don't look it up.
I kind of look it up to give you the right.
No,
the
but
right
what
verbiage.
do you think it means?
The
Like something that like starts like suddenly, like out of nowhere. I don't know. I actually don't really know, but that's what
Insurrection to me sounds like people got up and decided to turn the clock away from reality. They don't want what's happening.
By definition, it is a
revolt.
violent uprising against an authority or government.
Okay, so that would fit it.
So
It's just another verb for rebellion, or like.
So we want to be known for a country that does something like that.
Well, we are known for that.
That's what we're known for.
Our country was born from revolution.
That is true.
So then, it
That's the founding.
It justifies people doing it.
Well, not justifies, but I mean, if they feel that the government is worth rebelling against, then I mean, it's a rebellion. It's just
Interesting.
That's up to you if they're right or wrong.
How does that make you feel?
What?
How does it make you feel? That you're in a country
rebellion?
that actually rebels.
The country was founded on rebellion.
You
It's
know
not
that
against
saying?
ourselves.
You know that saying? Can't fix stupid.
I mean, we left England and found it over here because we
Yeah,
rebelled
but we
against.
rebelled against England. I get that.
We rebelled against England because of taxes.
But we
I
were
mean,
No, that was
we were
one
from
reason.
England.
Yeah.
So we rebelled against ourselves. Look what happened to Jesus. They rebelled against him, against religion. And then people just are rebellious. Like Tyreek Hill.
Like Tyreek Hill. We're rebellious about everything.
I know. We got to wrap this up. We got things to do.
We started late.
It's okay. Things to do. Morning
You're
show,
being so
midday.
freaking rebellious.
Me?
Yes. Yeah, you're very
Actually,
rebellious.
I was never described as rebellious.
No?
My
What are you,
sister
goody
was always
two-shoe?
the rebellious one. Yes.
I like your sister.
She was always the
she's
rebellious one.
She's a insurrectionist.
No, she's not.
Is that a word?
Anyway, no, that's not a good word.
Restless
Not a good connotation.
insurrectionist?
All right, tune in midday show. We've got, I know
That's a
Sally
word,
will be
right?
here. We also have Nanette Chacon will be in. New show with us. She's going to be talking
starts
about
today?
movement and exercise. You know, she's going to be doing a segment with seniors today on the midday show. And we've got
I have a
nonprofits
question for
first.
her. What do you do when you get up in the morning and you don't feel like working out?
You tell yourself to work out anyways.
Is that the solution to my dilemma?
Yes, there's a difference between motivation and discipline. No one's motivated every day, but you can discipline yourself every day to show up for yourself.
So then we can apply that theory to everything in life?
Yes.
Even procrastination?
Yep.
So why don't you do that?
Trust me, I do it.
Oh, really?
I've gotten a lot better.
Excellent. A lot better is good. It's beginning to something.
All right, more to come. Have a great morning, everyone. We'll continue Can't Fix Stupid midday. We'll see you later.
Don't be late. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.